That's how I make up slang.
I'm like, I don't even know those words.
Shabootabye. You guys know what I'm saying?
That must be some black slang I'm not used to. You got to pad the stacks.
I went through my black slang Rolodex. I was like, I haven't heard any of them.
I was like, did they hear that?
Remember that Chappelle sketch where he said he would say words in front of his white friends and they would
Zip
pretend
it
like
up and
zip it out. And he was like, zippity doo dah.
Zippity-doo-dah.
Actually, no, it was part of his stand-up, wasn't it? It wasn't a sketch.
It was Kill 'Em Softly.
It was Kill 'Em, my favorite
I know.
sketch
Man,
of all time.
You know,
I know.
as a white person, when you hear something like a black vernacular that you like, and then you try it, it never
It
sounds
doesn't
the same.
sound as good.
What,
I got to practice like 3 or 4 times.
And it still won't.
Yeah.
Is there one
No,
that you've
sometimes I
done
can catch
that
on.
you've been like, oh,
I
that
got
sound
B right.
B.
You got what?
B. Like, I'd be doing that.
Oh.
We say that, don't we?
Yeah, we do be.
We do
We
be
do be.
saying that, don't we?
We do be doing that
Man,
and
they be
saying
like-
it.
So I got B. I mean, it took me like 5 years, but I got that down.
Yeah, I was
and
like-
it comes out natural.
And it comes out, it flows now. I was
Yeah.
like, B, because I thought at first she was like, they kill Killer B. Like, that's what I thought she was talking about at first. But
I
then,
thought you didn't want to say bitch, so you said B
Yeah.
instead.
No.
Oh, is it? Am I allowed to swear?
you are.
Right.
Okay,
You don't even know me.
guys, we have to intro the show.
Oh, are we started already?
Yeah.
Oh, this has all been going?
Yeah, Paul does that. Paul likes to start recording when we don't know it, so
I
he can
thought you.
catch
No, that's what's up.
non sequitur conversations.
Nice, Paul. I thought you were gonna get a all right and go. One of those
Although
silent
we've been
counts.
pretty non sequitur lately.
We're I would say that's our resting personality.
I don't
in
know
this
what sequitur
podcast, is
means.
Non sequitur.
Why are you guys using big
Big
words?
words. All right. Okay, Chaz, shut up. Hold on. Let me introduce, and we'll get into your stupidity in
I'm
a
about to
minute.
look up sequitur. in
Yeah,
the
do that.
meantime.
Google that while I'm introing the show. Hey, guys, welcome back to The Struggle with Candice Thompson. I'm Candice Thompson. Thank you for coming back to my loyal listeners and to my new people. Thank you for coming, for joining.
How do you spell sequitur?
Look in WebMD.
Ignore this. Just ignore
Sequito?
this foolishness and ignorance that's happening right now.
God.
The Struggle is a podcast where I invite my friends on and we talk about the challenges of adulting. And they are prevalent and it happens regularly for most of us. So that's why we do this. And hopefully you're listening to this and you're laughing because of it. Anything to make you guys' life a little bit more easier. Now, if you have not subscribed to, did I say more easier? More easy.
Stupid.
I wasn't paying attention.
That's what I get for making fun of people's.
By the way,
intelligence
this
is that it
definition of
comes back at me.
sequitur has sequitur in there like 6 times. Look at this. How many times is sequitur? How much am I?
It is. That you got no. Is that dictionary.com?
I don't know. I don't know how to spell it.
You don't even know how to look
just
words up.
put it
How are you
down,
supposed to learn
Chaz.
anything?
Fuck
Put it
that
down.
word.
Put it down. Let me finish the intro, guys. Now shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If you haven't subscribed to the podcast, make sure you do that. We're on all platforms where you can find podcasts. Also YouTube. If you haven't subscribed there, make sure you do that. And if you haven't rated and reviewed us on iTunes, do that. And if you have not told somebody about this podcast,
You might be the worst guest ever.
he might be. I'm immediately regretting this. I'm immediately.
All right, I'm gonna wait till the intro and then I'll act an ass.
And if you haven't told somebody about this podcast, make sure you do that. Word of mouth. Handle it. Now, you can find me on social media at Jokes by Candice. You can find me and my show dates on CandiceThompsonComedy.com. And now I'm going to introduce my hilarious co-host, Brenda Colonna.
oh.
Not you. I said co-host. Pay attention.
Sorry.
Man, she's getting mad. My name is Brenda Colonna. You could find me on Instagram at Brenda Colonna, or more importantly, you could find my nonprofit today on Candice's Titties. Check it out if you're on YouTube. A reason to go to YouTube. Candice is flashing some breasts, and what it says across is Like Mind, which
Yes.
is a nonprofit that gives affordable mental health care to artists and performers.
Or as
Super
black
dope.
people pronounce it, like mine's is.
Like mine's is. Like mine's?
I'm going to start doing that.
No, please don't.
They be like mine's is.
Are you a black person that says mine's, Chaz?
I say a lot of dumb shit that you're not supposed
Wait,
to
on
say.
purpose? Or are you, or does it's just part of your nature now and you just do it and you're not even conscious of it? Or do you do it on purpose because you know it's funny?
Probably unconsciously.
I'm going to say, I was going to go with unconscious at this point.
I don't know if I do or not. You guys gotta let me
We'll
know.
find out throughout this podcast.
I'll point it out.
I do say ask instead of ask all
Oh,
the time. So
God.
I'm one of those. Yeah.
You sound like one of those people that would correct somebody who's saying ask and be like, no, it's ax. That's what you sound like. Anyway, okay, let me introduce you before, you've said so much already.
I did.
You guys, I have to express the joy that I feel today because I haven't seen this, I was going to say young man, but you're like
I'm 33 now.
solidly in your 30s now.
Yeah.
comedian, writer, Chaz Rogers.
Hey, oh my God.
Chazman.
Oh my God.
Your real name is Chazman.
Chazman. Yeah, I haven't. It's so rare that I hear that. No one ever says it.
I didn't even know Chasman was a name.
It's not.
It's not.
That is why it brings me so much joy.
And now bringing me a lot of joy.
Yeah. You have siblings, right?
I have one brother.
What is his name?
Keith?
Where'd he get Chasman from?
I
I know,
don't
and I feel like
know.
we've had this conversation before.
Chasman and Joe.
My mom was like, right. My mom was like, oh, it was on a cologne bottle I saw back in the day. And then I just added the man for spice.
Oh, so
Like,
Chaz was on a cologne bottle.
I guess, but I can't find that bullshit anywhere. It'll be the worst cologne.
Are you sure it wasn't like a 40-ounce bottle instead of a cologne bottle?
It could have
I
been.
feel like
It
it
was
may
like
have
one
been.
of those Rite Aid colognes.
Right.
Yeah, like one next to Jean Naté. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to
Jean
say
Naté
that
and
is
Chasman.
no longer, no longer exists
I was like, why would you
anymore.
name me after a cologne? She's like, I don't know. It just sounded nice.
Your mom's amazing.
It was that or Thaddeus.
Thaddeus is a great name. It's in the Bible.
Yeah,
I don't
and
wanna
I
be
used to.
Thaddeus.
You go by Thad, though.
I would have been called Thaddeus my whole life.
Maybe. Quite
I
possibly.
couldn't live with that.
With all that bacon you've been eating.
Yeah, I eat way too much bacon. I quit bacon and came right back.
So you just did a bacon cleanse specifically?
Yeah, it didn't even last long. That was like the best. It lasted like a month, and I was like,
You got to go back to
How
bacon?
much you
Let me
eat
see.
bacon that a month
so here's
deems
the
a
thing.
cleanse in your head?
Right.
I'll make bacon, and you're supposed to make like no more than like 4 strips, and then I'll be eating the 4 strips, and I'm like, well, I ate that while I was making the bacon, so I make the rest, and
That happens with bacon.
yeah, and then like it's so amazing, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's a problem. This is really
So
bad.
wait, did you have bacon today?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many slices?
Oh, like 6.
In one meal?
Yeah, you know what's funny? Every time I eat a bunch of bacon, I always think of Candice like the meat sweats because I get those
Meat
all
sweats?
the time. Yeah, I'm getting them right now.
You're not even eating meat.
I don't know what that is.
It's when you eat too much meat, it starts coming out of you like your
Yeah,
pores.
yeah.
It's
Really?
a joke. It's
And
a
it-
term for
it-
like when you get hot. It's like the itis, but when you just
Right, and it's not
you
even like a
eat too
good
much, you start
sweat.
sweating.
It's
Right.
just like a thick fog that just comes out your body.
It's like a meat coma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is gross.
I will say that, Chaz, you have a couple of my favorite memories of all time have happened with you.
Like what?
The first one was Brenda, you and I have also shared this moment, but I think the first time I discovered it was with Chaz, and I think I brought it to you. I think
Let's do it.
was the deep down.
I
I still love you.
Yeah, that shit was clap. We laughed so fucking hard.
I
Chaz-
still post that every so often.
It's
Like,
still funny.
It's always funny.
For those
And
of
it's
you
such
who
a
don't
sad
know,
moment.
For those of you who don't know what that is, look up "Worst Cry Ever" on YouTube, and it was from it's a clip from Intervention, where a father is reunited with his son, who he has been.
He was so tough.
So
until,
yeah, no, he hadn't been in his son's life at all because he'd been locked up in
was
prison
like-
and was trying to play it hard the whole entire time until his son breaks down and starts crying, and he's like, "I just want to let you know that I still love you."
And the only thing out of that guy's mouth.
but it's the extra.
It was so brilliant that they auto-tuned it.
Oh man, that thing has been remixed and in
It's
shows
been-
and it's been everywhere.
And it has
I love
since,
it.
I
love
think,
it. It's hilarious.
inspired a lot of other, I don't know if you guys remember the opening for Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, but that opening is an auto-tuned remix.
Oh,
And I think that guy may have been was that the first thing people remixed was his cry? When people started remixing things in the news and
know.
shit
I
like
don't
that?
know. They had that rapist one.
Yeah, but that was after.
That was?
somebody
The
remixed the
cry
rapist.
thing
What
is
was
from
the-
like a
Wait.
decade ago.
What was the rapist one? Who remixed that shit?
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Oh,
Yeah, the bedroom intruder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel
You
like the
shouldn't call it
cry
the
was.
rapist thing.
I feel
Well,
like
then
the
he
cry
said
may have come before that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but maybe.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think the cry was first, and then that bedroom intruder, and then the Cleveland guy, the black dude
Oh,
who
that's
was
a
talking
good
about
one,
yeah, about McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then that's what really inspired the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt theme. But it was great. So there's that moment.
All right, that was great.
The first time Chaz and you and Ed was there. Ed had told me about that clip and that I'd never seen it. And then they both showed it to me.
That was at my place,
It
right?
was at your place, yeah, and we were watching it. I swear I made Chaz replay it like 30 times. And I had tears coming out of my eyes.
Whatever we were
It
supposed to
is
be
good.
writing never got done.
No, we were working on, and that was the next moment that
Okay.
made me so happy is that we were shooting a sketch, and we were supposed to be a couple, and the condom broke.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
that's so funny.
the condom broke, and you're playing video games, just like, so what do you want me to do? And I'm like, well, we need to handle this. And he's like, well, how much does it cost? And I said $400, and Chaz goes, tequila, baby.
Tequila, baby.
They don't even move.
Yeah, why they cost so much? They're so small.
They do nothing. You just
Yeah, and you
Roll
still got that.
over.
You still got that somewhere?
Probably.
Nah.
I don't. Honestly, I don't. We did actually
my
put that
God.
up on YouTube, I think,
The
but I
meat
don't think
sweats
it.
are definitely coming in. Let me take this hot ass jacket off.
Did you eat bacon right before you came here?
I eat
Were you
bacon
eating it in the car?
all day?
What are you talking? Is your blood 80%
so
pork fat?
let me tell you how I cheated. So I found this is the fattest thing I found. It's called bacon jerky, and then like somebody jerkied bacon.
There's
and-
no need for that.
I
even.
know, but
it's so similar.
The fact
Yeah.
that they did it and it's delicious, I was like, oh, you motherfuckers are next level shit.
Because it's not even. It's usually a beef that gets jerkied, or they do tuna and
Chicken
salmon.
jerky,
I've
yeah.
seen vegan jerky now too.
Now
yeah,
there's-
they do a vegan jerky.
There's
now.
just like pepperoni. You can get the pepperoni jerky.
Why jerky? So you
Yeah.
can eat it.
Well, I
dehydrated?
love jerky and
Travel.
I love
You
bacon.
can travel with it.
Okay. Is that what- is that
and it
what's
lasts like you can like it doesn't spoil.
That's what jerky's for. That.
It is good for,
there's a
like, the
jerky
apocalypse.
store.
Right.
Where's
A
that
whole
jerky
store?
Yeah, it's got an alien in front of it.
Oh, it's like on the way to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not that great.
Is it like
But
one
it's a
on the
jerky store.
side, like on the highway? It's like one of those
Yeah.
little side things. Yeah, no, I
I
haven't
know.
seen that. I've been to one of those, a honey one of those. Which
I've stopped in there. I'm like, yo, let me get your finest jerky.
Let me get you a most extravagant strip of pork.
They're like, okay, come right this way.
It is a disappointment,
This
though.
is
I mean, you
beluga
think-
whale.
Yeah,
Jerky?
you think it's gonna be like beluga, but
No, it's not.
it's not.
Beluga.
It's like 7-Eleven.
caviar.
No,
Is that what you're talking about?
Caviar
Saying that-
jerky.
yeah, the jerky would be as good as beluga, is what he's saying.
Oh, and it's not.
No, but I would eat a whale. This is so random.
You'd eat a whale?
Fuck yeah.
Would you eat most meats?
Yeah.
Have you tried alligator?
Yes.
Have you tried ostrich?
Yes. I have an ostrich burger. A bison burger. Let me tell you what I haven't ate yet.
Yeah, that'll be quicker. That'll be a quicker list. Have you tried elk?
I don't think I've had elk. I've had deer. I've had venison.
Bison?
I've had bison. I've had a bison burger. I've had rattlesnake.
How was that?
How do you eat rattlesnake? On a sandwich?
Oh, they kind of like skewered it.
Say what? Skewered it like a
yeah,
kebab?
Yeah, it was like a kebab. Yeah,
Where'd
people
you have
are
that?
amazing.
Where did you have that? Was it in another country?
No, I was in L.A.
He was like, I was just in Venice.
Yeah.
You ever eat bugs?
Nah, I've never had. I didn't never had the heart to eat. I was like, I've never been that desperate to eat bugs yet.
You just said I haven't had the heart
Heart.
to eat bugs.
But bugs, I gotta be like on a different league. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta eat this fucking bug. Like people like chocolate covered ants. I'm like, ew.
No, but it's coming because it is a very
Oh.
sustainable source of protein.
No,
And
thank
we're
you.
the only country, for the most part, that does not eat insects.
I'll stick to bacon.
They're making flour out of. They're making cricket flour now.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming.
Little
I'm gonna stick
legs
with
are still
plants.
moving. Yeah.
That's the best way to go.
I think I got about
You know
20 more
that's how I
years of
feel.
life left, and I'm just going to go plants.
I'm just gonna tap out.
20. That's all you're giving
That's all,
yourself.
yeah, that's all I want. I don't want any more than 20.
Yeah, who needs more than that?
Who wants to be more than 60? Especially if you don't have kids.
I complain about. I told I have a bit now where I think about. Are you you want to have kids, Chaz?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You've always wanted to have kids.
Yeah.
Do you have any now?
Can I shame you about that for a second?
Yes, please. Yes.
Like I have a bit that I'm trying to work on about like people say I'm selfish for not wanting to have kids, but I'm like, isn't it more selfish just to bring somebody here that didn't ask to be here?
Absolutely.
Just so you can have somebody to love you? Like that's some selfish shit.
Definitely.
Like and it'd be one thing if life
On
was
purpose,
if life
anyway.
was easy and like this cakewalk, it would be one thing.
Right.
But life is hard. Like
Right.
and that's why I like this podcast is because it shows how hard life
like-
is. This is why I love this podcast.
It's like,
Right.
I'm going to bring you into this shit.
that is.
You ain't going to
I'm
like
not
You
doing this
knew what
alone.
this was and you still brought me here? How
Yeah.
dare you? You
But-
selfish motherfucker.
But the fact
Just so
that
I could maybe love you?
Right.
Guess what? When I turn 13, I'm going to wish you dead.
I'm gonna
Thank you, Mom.
you heard about those Menendez brothers? That ain't gonna be nothing.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
You see what I'm gonna do.
and you wonder why.
Yeah, and you wonder why, like, people are like mad at their parents. It's like because they learn by the time
I
they're
didn't
like
ask to be
25. Like
here.
this isn't fun. This is not fun. I'm tired.
The fact that you have to work
Is
awful. It's
already
awful.
I'm out.
It's
You
awful.
telling me I have to work for the rest of my life?
It's the only
until,
reason
like,
why.
70?
The only reason why I did comedy is because I had to
you
do something.
Had to do something.
I was like, all right.
Have you ever sincerely said, I didn't ask to be born?
Like where?
I don't
you
know,
said
parents,
like to
just
your
in
parents?
general? Yeah, I have.
Fuck no, not
I mean,
my
no.
crazy parents.
You can. That is for sure. I've thought about that before. You said it to your parents though.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah. Just yesterday.
Last Christmas when I was home, it was 3 weeks.
Nah.
By week 2, I was like, I didn't ask for any of this.
It's true.
My parents would have threatened to kill me. I'd take care of that right now. Like, they're crazy, so I would never.
Wait, your parents are crazy?
Hell yeah.
How so?
Because they're born in the projects. And they work their whole lives to give me something better. And you don't appreciate this shit?
Like,
No, they're insane.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, I mean, they're good people, but
But
they grew up super poor. And they
So,
think they
yeah.
gave me the most lavish life of all time.
And
it was-
you saw it differently.
I didn't grow up hard though. Like I still really had it easy compared to like people. I had
Yeah.
of course I had it easy
Yeah.
compared to like what real people have.
Of course.
But I'm like, I still gotta fucking work.
It's right. You didn't do that much. I wanted to be a trust fund baby. All
Yeah.
right. So I could just sit around and not have to like. That's
you
the
never
only-
met Diddy? Well, like, why am I here with that? Come on.
Right. You think you was doing well?
Right.
Diddy bought his 16-year-old. Remember when he
Yeah,
had
like a Bentley or something like that?
What was,
and a
my,
16th
what was that?
birthday?
My Sweet 16 was that
Yeah.
the MTV show? Yeah.
All right, you know what I got
Anyway.
my 60th thing? I don't think I even got a cake. My 16th birthday.
Yeah, I bought myself a car.
For your 16th birthday?
Yeah.
I
Happy
didn't get
birthday to
shit.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember my 16th birthday. I definitely didn't get a car. We had my dad gave me and my sister a hand-me-down car that we shared.
Yeah, me and my brother got to share a vehicle like my senior year.
Yeah.
And he took it all the time, so.
I knew I wasn't getting one, so I saved enough money and bought my own. But it was a stick shift, and my parents wouldn't teach me stick shift because they didn't want me to have it. So I would just go up and down the driveway for like 5 months. Turn on the radio and go up and down the driveway.
You're
and
like,
Yeah,
learn-
they didn't have YouTube back then.
Learn
Otherwise,
how
you
to
could have
get out of
learned
first.
online.
You're like, one day, baby.
yeah. One day I'm gonna get on
One
the
day I'm
street.
going to leave off this driveway. She
No
said, big
looking
dreams.
back.
I'm a girl with big dreams. Chaz, did you plug your social media?
Oh no.
Man,
Where can people find you?
You can find me at Laugh at Chaz on Instagram. You
It
know what?
sounded like you
know
said laugh, fat, Chaz.
Laugh at Chaz.
There we go.
So I had to delete my Twitter because when everybody was getting caught up, and I went back and actually looked at the shit I said on Twitter, I just deleted it.
What? What?
I had a lot of bad words and bad things.
But did someone make you go
Nope,
through?
nope. I was like, let
Like
me just
what,
get this out the
though?
way. Just a lot of.
Well, back in the day, we could say whatever.
Yeah.
And I took advantage of that. Back before, this was before fat shaming.
Yeah.
About,
Yeah.
Oh, I had some Adele jokes. I had to go through it. Oh, I got to get rid of this.
And then I try to delete stuff, but I could still find it. And especially if somebody else was tagged in it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I gotta get rid of this whole
Yeah.
I wrote a song off of Beyonce that was, if you like it, then you should have put some cheese on it for fat people.
Specifically
If you like
for
it, you
fat
put
people.
some cheese on it.
That
It was
sounds
like
like-
a whole.
Who doesn't like cheese?
That's what I thought.
Cheese and
Yeah.
bacon is amazing.
But I
by
guess
the way.
people-
Cheese
mad about
and
it.
bacon?
If you dip the bacon in the cheese.
When I was
it's-
on Atkins, and I ate meat, I would have like a burger with cheese and bacon and onions on it. It was pretty.
But
good.
no
it was
bun.
amazing.
No bun.
No
Yeah.
bun. Because that's what kills you.
So ridiculous. Well, it does. None of those
Slowly.
things on that are good for you. Just FYI.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys. I've got phlegm. And it's surprisingly not my struggle today. I have a completely different struggle aside from my
Bring
mucus
on
still coming
the
out of me from
struggle.
detoxing. Hold on a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, so
Okay.
gross. Anytime somebody coughs, I just think they have AIDS off top.
What?
Anytime somebody's like, "Ugh," I'm like, oh God,
And
they
you
got
Go
AIDS.
straight to AIDS?
Yeah,
And you-
oh, it goes
that's
straight
a
to
huge
AIDS.
jump. What if you cough?
Oh yeah, well, I know I don't have AIDS.
And so what if I did have AIDS, Chaz?
When do I,
I mean, nothing. I just be like, hey, you taking care of that? Well, you got
when
the
do I
AIDS
jump to
pill?
AIDS? When do you jump to AIDS? What's it gonna take for you to
When
go,
I hear
"Oh, might
someone
be
says,
AIDS"?
you know that person has AIDS.
Nope.
Really? Yeah, I don't ever assume people have it.
Sometimes I jump to AIDS. If they're really
I mean, maybe if they had like
No.
lesions on their face.
No, I just go right to it. I'm like,
Even
oh,
if
that's
they're
AIDS.
promiscuous, I
That's
don't.
an AIDS
'Cause
cough
it's
right
very
there.
hard for guys to get it sexually unless they're having
Another
butt
advantage.
sex a lot. Because
Oh,
butt
true.
sex unprotected, there's blood involved a lot of the time there. So that's why it's easily transmissible through butt sex.
Wow, it sounds so appetizing.
Who doesn't like that? Yeah, I should probably teach a class, right? Just called butt sex.
Yeah.
Anything but sex.
That would be sex ed. That would be.
Why you can't just look me?
I looked you dead in your eye and said, butt sex.
Ugh.
What's wrong, Chaz? Am I making you uncomfortable?
Very.
Well,
It is uncomfortable.
it is uncomfortable. We'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to butt sex.
Yep.
The talk, the act, everything. It's all uncomfortable.
Everything. It's a lot. So my struggle for the day is my patience. I have always had no patience, and it's getting worse.
Girl.
I would think that it would get better.
Well, have you been working on it?
Where do
No.
you go from
I don't know how to work on it. That's the thing, and that's what I was going to. I don't know how to work on becoming a more patient person. Like, for example, what happened today? Oh, and I think it's also the older that I get, it's to me, and here's also what it is that the less time that I have to myself,
I feel that.
when you start wasting my time,
Yeah.
I have no filter anymore, and I will just cut you off, and I will tell you. Like, somebody just called me today who I haven't seen in probably 6 years at my old day job. Called me on my cell phone. It said no caller ID, so I couldn't even see who it was. And then they just start, and mind you, this person wasn't even my friend when I worked there. We were literally just coworkers. And I never really fucked with him like that because I knew he was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Called me on my cell phone to say that he saw me. He's like, I think I saw you on television the other day. And I was like,
Was he that aggressive in his tone?
yes, because that's how he talks.
I think I saw you on television.
Yeah, that's how, and here's it. And
Is this the guy that used to fart?
no, that guy is different, and that guy has never had my cell phone. This guy, I forget even why he had my cell phone. I don't even remember because I don't even remember. It was so long ago. It may have even been longer than 6 years ago now that I'm thinking about that last time I've even spoken to him. But here's the thing is I saw him like a couple weeks ago. I went to get a massage in this little corner plaza thing across the street from where I used to work. And he pulled into the lot. He didn't see me, but I saw him. And I was like, I think that's that.
Oh,
and then,
shit.
so he didn't see me. I saw he didn't see me because his back was turned to me. But then here we are like 2 weeks later and he's calling me on my phone. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, I haven't spoken to you in years. Like, I gotta go.
He definitely
And
got
I
the
just
number
hung
from
up on
somebody.
him.
I don't
Yeah.
think you need to practice patience on that. You have every right to feel that way if somebody just randomly calls you and you
Well-
weren't their friend.
Well, what would you have wanted to do differently? Like, were
Yeah.
you like, maybe
Be
if I had the
nice.
patience, I'd have been like, hey, buddy.
Yes, I would have even entertained it a little bit longer and been like, oh, because he just started asking a bunch of questions that I probably years ago, I probably would have entertained him for a little bit longer. But now I'm just like, I can't even, I don't.
And sometimes when you entertain somebody, they think they could keep calling.
And that's what I don't want to enable. I don't
Yeah.
want people. I don't want to open that door. I had a conversation with somebody at the store the other day. I did somebody a favor.
Have you ever held a mic?
He's a child. He's a man child.
I am.
And I was gonna say, I think Chaz maybe has grown up a little bit. No, he has not. He's the exact same. I did somebody a favor at the Comedy Store not that long ago, and I just did something. It was a little project thing that I just did because I was like, this person is nice. I didn't get anything out of it. I didn't get paid, whatever. But I was like, I'll do this as a favor. And then a person who was involved in it came up to me at the store, like after we did it. And then I'm just trying to be nice and have like a little conversation. But then he starts going into detail about the production of the thing that we did. And I'm just talking about all the people involved. And I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't care.
what?
I don't
Can you not tell my body language right now? I'm trying to walk away. I'm like backstepping away. And they keep coming closer.
That's the worst.
And I'm just like, what? And I'm trying, and I guess it's because I'm just changing now. Like, because before I would be like, I have to be nice to this person, but I said something very sarcastic to him about, like, I was like, oh, I did not know I'd be getting a dissertation on the the inner workings of this, whatever. And at that moment, he knew. He was like, oh, okay, I've told you way too much. And it's just, but for me, I feel like
But I wish people could just take a
hint,
take
even
a,
on social cues.
Come on.
Whenever that stuff happens, I always have this one out that's so ridiculous. It's like, oh my God, I left a pizza burning. And I leave. No matter where I am, once I'm at the point where I don't want to hear it, I'm like, oh my God, I left a pizza burning.
Pizza burning.
And then I go.
And the people are like, I hope it turns out good.
And then
have
they
done that
see
in
you
your
on
house.
stage 10 minutes later.
Right.
She didn't have a. Wait a second. She didn't have a pizza
like,
burning.
No, I thought I did. I called
I
home
thought
and
I
I
did,
didn't.
and I didn't. I'm like, who'd you call? You live by yourself.
Called my
My
cat.
neighbor
who
looked in the
who has
window
a spare key
and has a spare key, but looked in the window anyway.
and saw.
Right.
and
that
saw that it wasn't burning.
burning.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I can go up.
Right.
But that is like always my go-to. It's just so that I don't have to get mad about it. Like,
Yeah.
The minute somebody gets me, like I'm sitting way too long.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I got a pizza burning.
I'll
But then-
try that next time.
How come people don't know they're boring?
You got to be really.
I don't. We were talking
intense.
about that was the struggle that I had on a previous episode. Is like I wish people were more self-aware.
Yeah, like you're fucking boring.
Yeah, like why would you think I want to hear this right now?
What made you think that was interesting? You got bored telling me this shit. Why are you still going?
What about this story like makes you think this is interesting? And it was nothing. So it is I guess it's a combination of people just doing better with their being more interesting, and then me kind of working on my patience. I think that's maybe if we could meet halfway. But like even me on the street now, I get mad if people are like taking too long to make a right turn. I'm like, come on! I guess it's like this maybe people don't have places to go and things to do. I don't know, but the more stuff, I think it's just the more busy I get that I'm just like I just don't have time. My phone, I'll just be like.
I find it the opposite. I don't know why, but the busier I got, the more I was like, yeah, all right, I got a second.
Really?
I guess it keeps me like from being wound up and then being like, because sometimes it's too much going on, and then you do want to like go off.
Yeah.
And then I go like, "We're people, dog. You can take a second." And I go.
My
all
problem
right.
is I don't usually ever like to leave my house. So when
Me
I just
neither.
run
Me
into
either, yeah.
somebody,
Yeah, me neither.
I'm already a little bit annoyed.
Yeah.
This damn job makes me go out. Like I would never be outside.
Where are you working right now?
So right now I'm working for. I just got fired today. Actually, I kind of got fired today.
For doing this podcast?
No, this wasn't even part of the struggle.
They wanted you to come in.
No, you know what? So like I was working for this upstart, streaming service.
Yeah.
And it wasn't looking like they were gonna last very long, anyways.
It's called YouTube, Chaz.
How'd you get fired?
I wish. I mean, they were just like, "Hey guys, we're not gonna extend you guys." I was done Friday. Friday was my last day of the contract.
And you showed up today?
okay.
So
anyway?
yeah, well, like this Friday was the last day. This,
Oh,
this
coming.
upcoming Friday.
Yeah, okay.
And then I was like, but anyways, we haven't done anything for like a month. We were just sitting in there like collecting money, working on other shit. And then they were
It's
just
the
like,
best kind of job.
yeah. And then they were like, hey guys, we're just gonna like fucking save you and let you guys go. And so they were like, well, we're sorry we had to fire you. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I don't give a shit. They paid us like my checks right then and there.
Okay.
I just came back from depositing.
I was going to say, you
look
smiling
how
like
I know. That's what you guys are like. You look. I'm like, yeah. I got 4 days off.
You know you can do that on your phone now.
No, here's the thing. I like going in because I remember when I used to be broke and I'd go into the bank and I'd be like, yeah, let me cash this $1.37.
It's a residual check for 76
For 70 cents. And then like I would always feel bad about like cashing checks in it because I'd be negative just trying to get it back to zero.
Did you ever go to the cash checking place?
Oh yeah, I used to live there.
Did you ever go to
yeah.
the liquor bank?
Yes. Yeah, all that shit. Guy was like, they're like, we take 3%. I'm like, fuck, I can't afford that. But I owed banks money. I couldn't get a banking account, a checking account for the longest. Because I owed banks money for. So now I'm like, let me go drop that in there.
So it's you achieved something. It's an accomplishment to
Yeah.
walk in there.
It's a good
I'll
feeling
show
now.
them.
Yeah, now it's a good. Well, it's not. I'll show
It'd
them.
be funny
'cause-
if it was. Nobody gives a fuck. Every day.
But I go in there and I'm like, woo! Let me cash that, baby.
Take that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see
So I
you
got
in a
all
better
week off.
place.
If you guys want to hang
If you want to hang, I'm sorry.
I'm busy.
I'm sorry. Told you I have no patience.
My struggle is loneliness.
Wait, we'll get to yours one second.
Okay, no
Brenda.
problem.
We'll do Brenda's really quickly, and then we'll get to yours.
My struggle is that people smell.
They do be smelling.
People smell so fucking bad. I can't even. The more I
Did
leave
something
my
just
house,
happen since
I was in
the other day when I saw you?
Did somebody else smell?
Yeah. Well, who was smelling that day?
I mean, everybody smells. It's getting worse. I think maybe I'm getting really sensitive to it. I don't remember. It's every day for me.
Well, who offended you most recently?
I was
Who
in a-
offended your nostrils?
I was in an elevator, and it was just somebody walks
awful.
in, and it's always a combination of things. It's like, it's not just like, like one and I
Yeah.
don't like it. It's like Bed Bath and Beyond and French fries. Like just disgusting
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
mix
yeah,
of
yeah.
like, and it's like, how do
Yeah.
you leave your house?
Somebody's chicken fucking marsala and shit.
Yeah.
This all goes under the umbrella of being more self-aware.
Well, I think these people are filthy just as a whole because you have to sit in it for a little bit to not notice
But
it.
it's also cultural too. A lot of people from foreign countries, they don't have the same hygiene that we do. Like they'll go and not like France, for example, in like European places, they don't bathe daily and they cover up. Instead of bathing, they'll spray perfume or cologne.
Now the problem
did
with
that when I
this
was like
is
12.
that I like
Me
the way I
too.
smell.
And maybe other people don't.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Maybe they like the way they smell.
Yeah, and I thought about that, but still, I mean, I don't think
That's some narcissistic shit right there.
Somebody's
To be
like,
smelling
Brenda
your own
stinks.
farts. Like,
Somebody, Brenda stinks around here, guys.
I love it. So, but I mean, I don't go that long without showering because I know that you need to have hygiene.
yes.
But I am a little bit of a
How long is that
hypocrite.
long?
Well, a day.
I've gone a day without showering for
I've
sure.
gone way more than that, guys.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Were you depressed
I mean,
at the
yeah,
time or
I'm
just
depressed.
lazy?
Just regular
Wow,
ass
just
sex.
filthy?
Yep.
Chaz, do you have a woman in your life?
I do.
You do?
Does she smell?
No, she hates me.
She hates you?
She loves me, but she hates me.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand.
I
You
mean,
are the epitome of a man-child.
You're like, God damn, why are you?
I was like, why am I single?
I
How
think
come nobody likes me?
I see.
Chaz has
I
got
think
someone.
that every day.
Shit.
I be
I'm
seeing
fun
people
though.
in
That's
couples.
all.
You are
That's how I
fun.
just make it up for being enough fun.
That's not.
If you're
enough.
fun enough, you can.
How old is she?
Not
How old
enough.
is she? In her 20s?
She's younger.
No, she's a little young. She's like 31.
Oh,
a
she's
little
younger.
Yeah, a
Still.
little bit. It's a
Still
couple
kind of
years.
stupid
Still.
at 31.
Kind of, but a woman 31 is like 38, and man's 33 is like 22.
Yeah, I'm definitely like 22.
Either way, they're not aligning right there, maturity wise.
You know what doesn't make me mature? Because things keep working out for me. Like, I'm never going to grow if things keep working out in my favor.
It's like the universe enables your childlike
Yes.
behavior.
That's true.
Yeah, you keep getting employed. That shouldn't happen.
I know. And then
Who keeps giving Chaz paychecks?
not only do I get paychecks, and then people are like, hey, man, can I recommend you for something else? I'm like, yeah. You sure?
Like, this is a mistake, sure.
Right.
That's pretty good. So why have you been out of comedy for so long?
So, all right. Can I get into my struggle?
Yeah.
Is this-
Unless
are you done?
unless we have more body odor. No, I don't even know where to begin with that one because you just either have to stay in
You
the
can, like,
house more
Lysol
often.
people down all the time.
I mean, you can't say anything to. I mean, it's only like an elevator ride, so it's short, but it's just I don't know what to do.
But what if you
And
made it?
I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
like
think
to
you can
shame
do
people,
anything.
really. Like, how, like, if I see somebody try to get you to shame somebody else with them and they just shake their head together, they just want you to join in that.
Yeah, a collective shame.
But what if
Yeah.
you do like a
I
light?
don't want to shame them, but
Like, what if you're in the elevator and you
Shame
do
is
like a
necessary
light lean
sometimes.
back, like a light? Like
One of these, or
Yeah.
you just be like, man, what does that smell? You
Yeah,
smell
you
that?
smell that?
I'll be like, you step in shit? I didn't step in shit, but
Oh,
it
you
smells
are
in
the
here.
shit. I think
You
also
are the
that I think you are the shit.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
You're
say,
the shit
did
in
you
my
step
nostril.
in shit? That's like is the
Yeah,
pizza
just
burning?
because it'll be easy. And it's just like, do you smell? You're not you're not implicating them. You're just kind of just like, you also smell that weird smell? So and then if they're self aware,
Y'all
they'll be like,
smell
oh,
that
maybe
shit?
that is me.
Yeah.
I think I got made self aware about my body odor when I was 12, I think, because I was such a tomboy. Like you said, like you would go days without
Oh,
showering.
yeah.
This was me.
Still
I
do.
hated it. And I was outside playing. I'd be staying at my cousin's place in like Virginia, dead of summer, and I just would not.
Well, that's
I
a
hate,
different type of
it was
moisture.
bad.
Down
Oh,
there.
for sure. It's the South.
The
And
South is different.
I'd be outside playing in cornfields, right?
Yeah.
And then one day, my Aunt Joan was like, okay, you guys need to just start taking showers. And I was like, no, I don't think I need to. And then Aunt Joan was like, yes, you do. she
And in that tone, you knew.
yes, you do. Yeah, and then and they used to call me, apparently because it was a frequent thing that I just did not want to take showers, they used to call me Bob, body odor baby.
Bob
Really?
body odor
I,
baby.
too, did not want to take showers, and they
Yeah.
said that I was afraid of the soap monster. Because I just didn't like to do it. I just didn't want to.
And I'm trying to think of because now I love a shower. I would be in the
Right.
shower 3 times a day if it was
Me too.
Not
okay for the
me.
environment. But you are still averse to showers, I take it.
I
Did you
like,
take one today?
I did only because of
Of
this.
this. He's like, I got to drive
And
over
it's
the
been a
hill.
while. And
You put deodorant on?
I did. I did.
Lotion?
I did. I didn't. You said camera. I was like, oh, how much ass did they show? What kind of high def you got going on? You know you're ashy if your face is fucking ashy.
Can I tell you that I was at the farmer's market where I saw you years
Oh, yeah, yeah,
ago
with your
with an
sister.
ex-girlfriend. My sister was there. My nephew was there. This was
Okay.
probably like 2010 or some shit like that. I don't
Jesus,
remember. Years
yeah.
ago. And so I just went back to that
Damn.
farmer's market like last
Hollywood?
weekend.
Hollywood?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I love that farmer's market, but I hadn't been in so long. So I just go the other week and I'm walking down, just looking for some fruit and stuff. And then I see this black man in a wheelchair and he was like, let me talk to you for a second, sister. And I was like,
Oh no.
what? No, No, he had a booth set up. He was like a vendor, so he wasn't like he wasn't just a random
He
person.
just roll up on you.
No. But he had
Like literally.
literally rolled up in a wheelchair.
Hey, mama.
Let me holla. So he was like, let me holler at you for a second, sister. And I walk over there. He was like, try some of this lotion. And I was like, oh my God, you saw my ash from over there. Like
Right.
he was probably 12 to 15 feet away from me.
Wow.
But can I tell you, it was so good. I bought some, and he's my lotion guy now.
Oh, you still
Because
see the
it's all
guy.
natural, it's all vegan oils, and it just it smells so good.
Yeah.
Yes, he's my lotion man
And we're
now.
married now.
That's
And we
good.
can fucking.
Did you see the clip I sent you? The guy with no legs working out?
Oh, he has like one arm.
No, he's got 2 arms.
Oh,
And
I
he's
saw
like
the-
super buff, no legs.
I
And like
think I
bench
did.
pressing like 500 pounds.
Yeah, I think I did,
Kind
but
of amazing.
I didn't know. I was like, I don't know how she wants me to respond to this. Am I supposed to laugh at this? Because that doesn't feel right.
You just write a simple
I just
LOL.
wanted you to know it was out there.
Okay, yeah, I did. I think I did see that. Yeah.
LOL. Thumbs up.
Brenda and I have such weird senses of humor. Like we will laugh at, and we're not laughing at a person who has a disability, but like we find like just the prosthetic arm in itself.
Yeah, I remember you.
Is
in-
yeah, and it's not just us. There's something about fake hands because
Yeah.
even like
Creepy caress. I remember.
That's
yeah,
right.
I know.
even what was it, Fallon and Fallon and what's his name from SNL, Will Ferrell. They did a sketch where they have fake arms
yeah.
and they're like showing all the
Or
deli meat.
Right.
There's a Kristen Wiig one with the tiny
Yeah, with the
hands.
tiny. I don't know what is that is so funny about
I don't
that.
know,
But
but I love
tiny
it.
hands just make us
It is
people
funny.
laugh. But anyway,
Or like I used to have a little dog and she had bad knees and I was really afraid that she was going to be on wheels. And like, I mean, it really made me sad. I wouldn't
did.
talk about it. But, you know, once a month,
It did.
Candice would be sending me memes with like little dogs on wheels. I'd be like, stop! And I could only think it's so funny.
and I would be like, Brenda, you don't want to see this, and then show it to her.
That's hilarious. And then if I little squeaky wheel and shit.
I get real mad.
Come here,
is.
Paco.
It is
It's
sad.
okay now though, because she's gone.
Because Manchita, R.I.P.
I'm
Mancheats.
sorry.
Mancheats. Anyway,
R.I.P.
before we start crying, Chaz, what's your struggle?
Okay, so are you ready for my struggle?
Yes.
I have a wife and kids now.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
What?
I got married and have a baby girl.
No, you don't.
You
Yeah.
just said you had no kids.
I didn't. I
You
didn't get
said
to
you had a
answer you.
girlfriend.
I looked at you, didn't get to answer. Well, I didn't get to that part yet.
But
But I didn't get to answer you because then Candice said something and I turned back on
You have a
purpose.
family?
I have a family now.
Someone
Wow.
made a person with you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think that was on purpose. But
And you were quiet
was
the
an
whole
accident?
time. We were talking about how
He
terrible
had
it was
to. It was a
be.
surprise.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
save it.
Holy
had
shit.
to.
Well, how old?
My
is
baby is
this
5
baby?
and a half months now.
So it's
Shut
new.
the fuck
She is
up.
new.
What's her name?
Her name is Isabella.
I love that name.
I'm a little Izzy boo.
I love that
Isabella
name.
Marie. Yeah.
So
that's-
you would be out here fucking raw, huh, Chaz?
Yeah.
How did you guys meet? When did you get married?
We got married January 11th.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Wow, it is.
I think
That's
it's
not
January
why
11th.
you haven't been in comedy, though. This is
No,
new.
this is new.
No,
That's not why.
Well, we've been together for a minute, but since that baby,
That's a scapegoat.
no, it's not. I didn't
Where's
say
your
that's
wedding
why.
ring?
I don't wear that shit. How would the women know I'm still? No, I don't wear it.
My next podcast is Chaz Trash.
It's me on the next one. What's your new
And
struggle? I'm
it's 30
divorced.
seconds. Yes.
Divorce is my
struggle.
new struggle. No, it's
Who knew my
not.
wife listened to your podcast? Chaz? I had no idea.
No. I was doing stand up. I went off of social media for a while, but I've been doing stand up until she was born in November. So I was doing stand up until then. Then it was just us. So I had no idea how fucking hard that was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be work.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna be like, cause on top of having a baby and just being tired and all that good stuff, it's like you gotta make sure her mental is good. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm like worried about postpartum, and I'm like,
For
are you
sure.
good? And I didn't want to like be gone during the day writing, working, and then be gone all night doing
All night,
stand up.
too.
And then you know,
Look
and
at
it's,
you being considerate.
I was trying to, because I was like, yeah, you only really get one shot not to be a dick. And then once you're a dick always. There's
Yeah.
still always that time.
What about that one time?
Right. And so I was like, let me just try to knock this out before it happens.
Yeah.
And I just recently got back on stages in the last month. My mom came to live with us now. So, because
So
she
that
got
got
divorced.
you out of the house?
She got
Yeah,
divorced.
she got divorced
Who
after
gets
30
divorced?
years.
Who gets divorced oldest in their, what, 60s?
Well, she's 50s, 55, 54, 55, my mom, something like that.
Yeah, she ain't gonna find anybody else.
Yeah, you stick that out until death at that
you
point.
sure you want to do this?
Sometimes when my parents are fighting, I'm like, what do you have to fight about?
Right.
You're old.
Right.
Yeah, we're not. Let it go now.
Yeah, just be miserable.
Yeah.
All right, just you did it already.
Yeah.
For so long.
Just sleep in separate bedrooms like
Right.
adults.
Yeah, I want my own bedroom so bad.
No, I've always championed that. I've always said if I ever settle down with somebody, we have in separate bedrooms.
It only makes
And
sense.
bathrooms.
It only makes sense.
You just
It's-
need space.
It's the right way. So look, we met. BT did he did his comedy special for Kevin Hart.
Yeah, BT Kingsley,
And
yes.
so he did a viewing at Flappers, and I met her there.
Oh,
Yeah, she's just a regular civilian who
that's
came to
the best
support.
way to go.
Yeah, she has like a boring ass job, something with numbers or something.
That's
I don't know.
perfect. You don't
Something
even
boring.
know what your wife does.
Wonderful.
Ah, she does something with numbers and grants.
I mean, you don't really need to know. As long as
You don't even know what her job title is.
Nah, I
though?
don't know her job title.
But
It's
do you know what
boring.
that company is that
I
she
just
works
know
for?
she brings in a steady paycheck, and I have insurance, so that's not the struggle.
There's good. There's good.
Yeah.
So, and your insurance is through her?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you've been working steadily,
Yeah,
right? You've
yeah.
been writing on stuff. And
Yeah, I've been working because, man, God is so good. I've been working consistently.
God
at least,
is good.
At least 2 years, like 2.5 years. I've been like, I haven't had to look for work.
That's great.
Yeah, and then, for a while, I was like, well, maybe you suck at stand-up and God's giving you an out. I was like, maybe just like, hey, man, just go do this shit. Here it is.
What if I was like,
Yeah, well, man,
yeah, what if I was like, I got a pizza in the oven?
Is Brenda really
Brenda
got
go?
a no, she got
Brenda
pizza
had a
in the oven?
hard out in the middle of the podcast?
But it's really, it's all gratifying, all that good stuff, right? Having a kid, you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, having a family, like, hey, all right.
Yeah.
But outside of all that, it's like, it's you just have to put somebody else before you, and that sucks. I hate that.
You hate that? I love that.
Oh no, I fucking hate. I just want to do what I want to do whenever I want to do it all the time, and then having to think about like.
Oh.
Even coming home with food, like,
Yeah,
you're just
that's
like,
why I don't want to have a kid. It's
I
because
thought
you have to
that's-
change that.
oh,
Well, I
that
guess for the
sucks.
kid.
If it with everything, even if you get married, you're just like, I can't do shit without having her in mind. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I was hungry. Thought maybe you were hungry because I'm fucking psychic. So do you want to eat the same time I'm eating? Because I know what happens if I don't bring home food, or at least ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you have to. There's a person. Imagine if I'm just thinking right now, if my dad came home with just food for himself
Yeah.
and the rest of the family was there, you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't even text us.
And you're like, do I know your fucking eating schedule? Do I know?
My dad has to call. Like, if he's at 7-Eleven
Absolutely.
or he's somewhere, he's got to call and say, does anybody want any?
Man,
before I come
it's
back?
awful. It's awful.
But
So
I
then,
think he likes it.
but
I was
he
about to
might.
say, my dad loves it. My dad,
I hate
they
it.
don't do anything without, if it's not for the family, they don't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm a car eater, right? I eat whatever it is in the car.
Bacon.
Bacon, I just eat it in the car. I
There's
go to Burger
pocket
King,
bacon.
like, hey, how much is just bacon? Put that shit in the bag. Put
guys
that
sell
in your
bacon
finest
separately?
bag. And then I'll just like drive home and I'm eating as I drive. So I just get rid of evidence all the time. So but
You can still smell that.
well,
in
every
the
once
car.
in a while, she'll like hop in my car. She's like, "This is fucking Burger King and Taco
Yeah.
Bell back in." I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, that shit lingers.
And then it comes up. You didn't ask what I wanted. What day was this from? I'm like, I don't know.
And it was
Oh,
just
man,
like
your
last
car
night.
smells.
Yeah.
Like
I do.
fast food.
You
Well, my
don't
car
smell.
smells nice today because I knew I was coming here.
Chaz did everything for this podcast. So wait, so you guys met through BT's thing.
Yeah, so that
and
was like
then
a couple years ago.
and you started dating.
Yeah.
And when did you?
It all moved really fast.
I mean, so she got pregnant.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's how. That's what that
Without
means.
me, you believe her. The rudeness.
And did you
Joseph.
even? Are you? Did even when she said she was pregnant? And did you? Was it even a thought that crossed your mind? Is it mine?
No, well, here's how it happened. I had a dream, right? On
I
the
just
real.
said Joseph.
Yeah, it was seriously. I woke up out of my sleep, and I asked her, I was like, "Are you pregnant?" She was like, "What?" I was like, "Are you pregnant?" She's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Are you late?" She's like, "I'm a couple days late." I was like, "Are you serious?" She was like, "Yeah." And then like she had to take a trip, and then she didn't want to do the test until I came back.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
And so then we found out she was pregnant. I was like, "I fucking knew it!" Oh my god! And I was like, "How did I know that?"
Were you
and
happy?
then
The
You were
universe.
happier that you knew that she was pregnant than you were that she was actually pregnant?
so here's the thing, which
I knew it. Oh shit, we having a kid.
Oh, it's real.
I was bothered that she was pregnant because I was like, "Fuck."
But were you guys practicing safe sex?
No.
Then you can't get mad.
I thought our safe sex was
Especially in
like,
your 30s.
hey, I'm taking my pill. Right.
Oh, so she was on the pill?
Yeah, well, until she wasn't. Convenient, right?
Wait, so she forgot to take the
She
pill?
tried to lock you down.
Yeah, trap baby.
Wait,
But
are you serious?
Trap baby.
Yeah.
She trapped you and you still married her?
well, yeah, that's what happens
Well,
when you
who's the
do a
second now?
successful trap. You got to marry her. She has. I fell for the old trick, and then I was like, you know what? Nice one.
Can I tell you that I think 3 of my guys, 4 now, including you, have been trapped.
But I was a
would
good trap.
never
I was
do
a
that.
willing.
I would abort the kid without telling you before I do that.
How dare you trap me?
Yeah.
No, I was like, okay. Yeah, how'd that happen? And she's like, well, I thought we talked about. I was like, you did not think that we talked about.
And you were smiling?
So you
Probably.
married a crazy woman.
She's not crazy. She's just she
not
just
a
loves
sane thing to
her
do.
some me.
Cute
Fair.
Tony Braxton. I love me some him.
But it's been really, she's mad cool and it's been great. And I can't say a single like thing like hardly negative. I saw it for like the old trapper baby technique.
But I just don't I would be mad.
No, I wasn't mad at all. It was great because I knew that we were gonna
She
be cool
trapped
together.
you with a person.
Yeah, it was like the oldest trick in the book, and it
took
worked.
your
I got
life.
mad respect for that. I was like, nice,
What?
Nice, well done,
Chaz.
nice, well done move.
You know
But
what?
no.
I like your ability
your
to surrender.
Right, your perspective, I guess, is if it keeps you. But I wouldn't be able to forget that. I'd be like, bitch.
My life is better.
Everything, it'll be-
It'd been
It's better.
different.
Sandwich?
It'd been different.
Just anything.
My life is. She's dope. My life is better with her and the baby in there than it ever was. So I
Okay.
can't ever like I'm thankful that everything has happened the way it's happened, and everything in my life just got better. Like it got better gigs and like everything got better.
Okay.
And then.
So you heard it here, ladies. Trap your man.
Trap your man. It works.
It will fix his life.
Now
no, I
be
think
adults.
that-
People do it because people fuck up when they not only trap, but when you're young.
Yeah.
And you're 20 and everybody's struggling and they don't know who they
Right,
are.
right,
How
right.
come nobody's trying to trap me?
Men don't trap.
Oh, okay. That's
The
right.
women that be trapping.
Yeah.
All right.
And I appreciate
That's
this.
actually where trap music came from.
That's the real struggle music in the black community. But it was my first time being trapped, and I was honored. And
So you were flattered that she wanted you to be she wanted to trap you.
yeah, she was calling me like
that's a
baby
very-
daddy way before.
Oh.
Like, she was like, hey,
So
baby
she
daddy.
wasn't trapping you. You
She
were
just wanted to have a
You were
kid.
just naive.
Yeah, but then I was like, same thing. I don't see what the difference is here.
She told you.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? I think this happens. I think this
Okay.
happens a lot. I think this happens a lot.
Now I
why
didn't
she
didn't
was-
marry her because we had the baby.
That's
That
why she
wasn't
was like, I
part of it.
told you.
I told
Oh,
you
you
you was gonna be
did?
my baby daddy.
She did.
I was
You
calling
didn't believe me.
And I wasn't, and then I was like, you crazy.
Chad was like, prove it. 6 months later.
Yeah, and the baby kind of looks like me. So unless you find a guy that looked like me,
Can I see a picture?
yeah.
My face. Wait, so I think
she looks enough like me.
Paul is cracking up over there because he is as shocked at the things that are coming out of Chaz's mouth right now.
I know.
But wait, I do think that a lot of
Yes.
guys need events like this to grow up.
Chaz, this doesn't look like you.
Some of you saw a bad angle.
The baby's white.
With red hair. This
Does
ain't
the
your
baby have bacon in his hand? That's the only way we gonna know that
Red
Chaz
hair.
is
Talk
kid.
about getting trapped. It's a ginger.
You get it all hurt.
Aw,
I know. She
she
came
is-
from my penis.
She is adorable. She does
She
have
came
your
from
eyes.
your balls, not
She
from
has
your
your
Oh,
eyes.
no, that's not how it
came
works.
through your
Brenda.
penis.
Brenda, I think I know how sperm works. She came from my penis.
I don't think you do. You didn't know what non
can't-
sequitur was.
I still don't know. Spelling that word is impossible, by the way.
I think that,
Non-sequitur.
but wait, no, I think like what you were saying about how it's the best thing that's happened for you, but I think that it is stuff like this that happens that make men grow up and feel like, oh, I have a purpose. I'm like, take that baby away from me. But like that you have a purpose, right? And like now you have someone to be responsible for, so you have to grow up. You
So
don't
I
have a choice.
feel like the complete opposite of that.
What?
Because before, I was already on my hustle and on my grind for me. Like
Yeah.
the baby didn't make me work any harder. Like I didn't start like going, like, now I gotta go hard. Because I was already kind of okay.
Yeah, but now you have to pay for college.
I'm not paying for fucking college. First off, I don't believe in college. Right, that's first off. Second off, I'm like, if you want college, go in debt like everybody else in
Child
America.
Protective Services,
Also,
if you're listening,
or get a
please call in.
scholarship. If you want to go to college, you start working on your jump shot. Start now. Or you can get academic.
You're acting like
whatever.
your parents.
You
No,
are.
my parents were like, you're going to college and you're going to pay for that shit and you're going to be in debt. And I did none of that and still make more money than both of them. So who won that
Well,
one?
it can work out that way for sure, but you do want to equip your kids with the most resources as possible, and they do have a better shot Especially if she's not going to be a creative person.
I don't know. But see, here's my thing. I want that to be a choice she makes. I want her to be like, hey.
Of course, but you
right.
at least would like to help her with that. If she was like, Dad, I want to go to school,
Man,
wouldn't you like be like,
you
here?
better go get a scholarship.
What if she's not scholarship? What if your kid doesn't? What if she literally doesn't have the intellect to get or she doesn't play a sport well?
Then she'd be like me and just struggle for 10 years and hope for the best.
You gotta teach her to
just
be,
work hard.
You gotta teach her to be strong, though.
Definitely teach her to be
course.
strong. Teach you like hard work, all that good stuff.
Look.
Like you got to plan out your life. If there's a certain goal you want, here are the steps.
Look.
You work your ass off to get there and go above
You
and
gotta
beyond.
teach her that forgiveness is strength.
You can do
What?
all that,
I'm not teaching her that.
also having.
mean?
Chaz, you are the worst father.
That's terrible.
I feel like we need to take this kid. Brenda, what are you
It's
doing
only
after
been
this? Do you want to kidnap a baby?
it's only been 5.5 months. I got
Yes.
plenty of time to
Yes,
ruin
I
this
do.
baby.
I never thought I'd say this, but Brenda, you want to raise a baby with me?
You
Yes,
guys
I
would be-
do.
you guys
Brenda
would be
does have a baby.
hilarious.
As
has a baby.
co-parenting?
Yeah. Do you have a baby?
No.
Oh,
No.
Do you think they'd give me a baby?
Who's they? The government.
God?
The government.
the government or your vagina? Nope. She has been denied. Veto
I
the
have
baby
applied
request.
numerous times.
No, nobody's giving me a baby.
Yeah,
So all right. So here's my honest. So here's the thing. I feel like nobody wants to be honest about having kids. I feel like that's always people are like, oh, it's the best thing that ever happened to
Of
me. and it's
course, they don't
wonderful."
wanna tell the
Right.
truth.
So I don't think it's necessary to have a good life. I don't think people are missing anything who don't have kids. I really don't.
That's good to hear. Finally, someone saying that.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like it like it's a different type of love and all that good stuff. And it was like yeah, it is all that, right? But it's also not something that I think I would have been miserable without that in my life.
Of course.
The
Now,
only
granted,
thing I
she's
worry
still
about-
pretty new, so you
She
know.
is new.
You could grow up and not like her. Be like, oh, fuck you.
The first 6 weeks, I hated her.
She could
really
be bored.
because
Yeah,
you cried
be-
all the time,
Yeah, like because also I had to stop doing what I wanted to do.
sucking on her
And
mom's
she,
titties.
yes. No, she has 2 titties. Come on. And I was just like, I had to slow down my hustle, and I was like, I didn't want to. That wasn't part of my plan to do that yet. I wanted to wait till I was like, I wanted at least to be 35.
Yeah, babies be doing that.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right, so let me rearrange my entire life, and I didn't like that. And then it was just like one day I was like playing with her, kind of, and she's 6 weeks, and then like I always pretend to bite her. And then she did it back. And then I was like, oh, I like you now. And then everything switched after that. But it was 6 weeks. I was
Now you're
like,
not a relationship.
yeah, now she was like, hey, I can play. I'm fun. Don't
She's
get rid
fun
of me.
now. Well,
yeah.
that's the thing is that you do, and same. I get that because I've babysat kids before they're fun, and it's like just all you do is cry
you're just
and
a
sleep.
blob of existence.
Right? Like, what do you do? Get your life together.
Yeah.
Screaming at
And
her.
then once she
baby.
became sentient, I was like, all right, you're fun now.
Oh, they get conscious of their like, oh, I can
yeah.
do this.
And then like seeing her like watching them grow and develop is like it's super cool to see.
Yeah, but you can do that from afar.
Absolutely. But also I was never like, oh, this is the end all be all. I was like that I could do this without
Right.
this baby.
So are
and
you
have
gonna
an
have
amazing
more?
life. I don't want more.
You really don't? Okay.
I don't. I feel like one's enough. It's a lot of work
You gotta
already.
have sisters and brothers, though.
I don't think
No,
they
you don't have
do. I think like you just spend your time on one and hope they don't become a fucking psycho.
I mean, people don't realize how expensive kids are.
And just
People
the-
don't realize that.
And
Like,
even
especially if you want to put them
money,
through a good
just
education.
just the time, man. Like it's so much time.
It is.
And I'm just like, I have so many goals and things I want to do. Like even when I'm up in the morning writing, and it's like, when, and I'm like,
Shut up.
you was fucking crying. Like putting a bottle together.
Babies.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling you.
Chaz, too.
I have never got babies.
Right. And that's just
You guys are
me.
both in diapers.
Right.
And then your
It's
wife is
attention.
just dealing with 2 crying babies.
Right. And then like I have to be an adult like 90% of the time now. And that sucks. I hate that. I used to just do anything I want to do whenever.
Now, I know, but that's why I was like,
Right.
some men need this to grow up. But I guess it's not working on you.
No, I try not to. Like my whole goal is to live my life like I'm 10. And I'm just trying to make enough money that I never have to work again and I can disappear and play video games.
I can't
all day.
believe
Sounds
she would
great.
talk to you for 10 minutes and was like, I'm going to make him the father of my
She
child.
told me like right away. She was like,
Can you?
Oh,
That just is
yeah.
unbelievable to me.
That's the one right
On
there.
the boxes of, the boxes that I need to have checked,
Does she have legs?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Well, I just
she
wondered.
couldn't leave.
Yeah.
I don't see that's the point. It's the baby was been there all along. I need a daddy for this baby.
Yeah, you check none of my boxes, Chaz.
Well, I check one.
You make me laugh.
There you go.
I mean, unless we were just sitting there watching.
For the next 50
we
years.
could do that for the rest of our life. That's how I propose. Candice, would you?
No, you open up the box like,
You can't say no to that. You can't say no to that.
You would, I would.
Then you have a Pretty Woman moment where throws it back.
But I never post like them, you know. I never post my family like that, and that's why like I just kind of stopped being online in period because I was like, nothing really interests me anymore. You know what I mean? And I got really bored on social media. Like I want to see what everybody's up to, but as far as posting, for one, I'm always like, who gives a shit? And then for two, I'm just like, I don't want to. I just like they're mine. Like I get to come home and I'm like, oh, this is my private, you know, special people. You know what I mean? And I don't have to go share them. I don't have anybody telling me.
You have to go share them?
Yeah, I don't have to, like, because everything you post, you share with the world, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't mind sharing like thoughts and bullshit, which I don't do any of that as much as I used to anymore. And then now it's just like I get to come home and have fun, and then I go out to work and I have fun, and my whole life is fun. You know what I mean?
See, and I disagree with that premise of life being fun all the time.
It's great. But see, I don't know how long it's gonna last.
You know what?
So you gotta like take advantage now.
I don't disagree with that though, because I think that life can be fun all the time.
It should
you just have to figure it out.
Yeah, it should be. Like
if you don't figure it out, it's not.
I don't think you can. I think it's a good thing to have in mind. Like I want to get to that point where I can have fun all the time, but you're not. You have to do the hard stuff to get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
You have to figure out how to have fun doing the hard
You have to do the adult stuff, work, bust your ass, and then you get to have fun because you've earned it.
Because here's the thing. I get up at 5:30, 6 a.m. every morning, right?
Yeah.
I do that every day. And not for the baby. I get up to write. I've been doing that for years. And I think that's the only thing that actually made me okay as a writer. Because before, I didn't have the attention span to sit down and write a script. You know, I started like 18 projects and then quit. But I do that every day. So like that's just part of the work.
And you have discipline.
Not
with bacon.
Right, but that happens at 7:05. But I write for an hour to whatever I can stand. I don't say you have to write for an hour, but I'm like whatever your capacity is for the day.
But when you're writing, are you writing scripts?
Yeah, they're usually like scripts, like whatever I'm working on.
Yeah.
And then then you usually go to a room and I work on whatever I get paid to work on. You know what I mean? And then everything else is or whatever you want to write jokes in here and there, like whatever it comes to your mind. But I do that every single day, 7 days a week. I don't take it off on weekends. I do it every day.
That's great.
Because I know if I don't on the weekends, you're
not gonna get it.
And I gotta keep it going.
Right.
I'm awful. Like
we know.
Yeah, I'm so immature. I'm just like, if I had to keep this one thing constant. And so I do that every day. And then after I do that, you take care of the baby. And then like life is fun. Like when I'm changing her, we laugh and shit. You know what I mean? And then it's like
it is perspective. It is all about perspective.
Yeah. And then like so I'm like, yo, if 2 hours of your day is actually work. Yeah. And then I go in the writer's room. Yeah, you gotta do work, but I bullshit and laugh all day with a bunch of clowns.
I do think that, like, I think about like what being in entertainment is like. We complain about so many things because, like, if we haven't gotten things that we want to get or we think that we deserve at this point in our careers, but it's like we get to laugh like all the time.
You hang out with your friends
all
and you get
the time.
paid,
right? And we're just watching like some of the most brilliant people. We get to hang out in like green rooms with like some of the best in the game, and it's just like. This is amazing. Right. So like, yeah, it is all about perspective.
And then especially when you know how hard we worked and how much we fucking struggled and all that good stuff and all those times where you fucking cried in your room because you couldn't figure this shit out and you never thought it was gonna happen. And you're at your day job.
You mean this morning?
Right.
I was like, I'm still crying.
Right. Brenda's been crying the entire time.
I'm out of tears. I've been crying this whole podcast.
And my pizza's been burning the whole entire time.
Brenda's just dehydrated from crying all day. But how many times you been at your day job? Like, I fucking hate this. And somebody's like, hey, how's it going? How's this little comedy thing? You want to break their neck? Yeah.
And can I tell you, that's kind of what the guy that called me, what it kind of reminded me of. It's like, why? I don't want to talk to anybody from my old day job.
No, you don't exist anymore.
You don't exist. You died when I left.
Right.
Right?
And especially if we don't follow each other online, like, you don't exist.
We do not. We're talking about this man is older. He's probably at this point in his 60s.
Like, you think you're still a person? You're not a person.
Why are you watching Comedy Central? This is not your demographic.
You're not allowed to laugh.
He was like, oh, Candice Thompson. She actually made it.
And I think I saw you. You know that was me.
You know that was me, bitch.
Talking about I think I
scheduled
saw
to stop breathing?
Yes, should be dead by now. We're so evil.
That's
so evil.
And that's what I miss about Candice.
I know. It's telling it like a TI is.
But we used to have I always remember like laughing about the most horrible things with you. Like the darkest, anything that's horrible is just like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I remember us laughing at like abortion jokes. And you'd be like, that's hilarious. That's just like,
you literally said, to kill a baby? $400 to kill a baby?
That's a lot of money to kill an infant.
It is a lot. I mean, how much? That doesn't take a lot of time.
People be doing it for accident all the time.
You think it would have come down now, too. I think abortions are still expensive.
Yeah, they probably went up and shit.
Yeah.
California rate's going up because rent's going up.
Don't you just have to flip them over?
No, I think you just suck it out, and doesn't the vacuum do most of the work?
No, I mean, like, forget it.
Yes.
Are we awful people? You guys, we have to wrap this up. I'm
Wait,
so.
how long has
ahead.
it been since we've seen each other?
It's been years, Chaz. I don't think I've seen you probably in at least 4 years.
No.
I think so. When did we see each
that
other?
sounds way too long. I don't know. I really don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
What was my living situation the last
You were over in
with do you remember my roommate
Yeah.
Shanice?
Yeah.
Was it a woman?
Yeah, the big
So that
girl.
was over 5 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, she not there no more?
I've had since another roommate and then kicked him out. So now I'm on my own.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Fuck these
So
bums.
I'm not ever living with anybody
No.
ever.
But you're in the same place.
Same place. It's all mine.
Oh, great. So when I do get divorced, I'm like,
No.
come on.
No.
Can the baby stay with you?
I would rather you. And that says a lot.
That's going to cost you
does say a lot.
$400.
Yeah.
keep a baby?
keep a baby? All right, we got to wrap this up, guys. This has been so fun. Chaz,
Why are we
I know
wrapping
it went
this
by
up?
so
Let's
quickly.
Just keep going.
I have another guest outside. We have to do another one.
Oh, excuse me.
You have to get out. Oh, look at the
My
time.
meter's up
pizza's,
anyway.
my pizza's burning. I left it in the oven.
All
You
right,
guys,
this was fun. Brenda,
This
it was great
was
seeing
amazing.
you.
Thank
Good to
you, Chaz, for coming. You were
Thank
a
you.
fantastic guest.
Yes.
We have to hang out. Seriously.
Definitely.
Thank you guys for tuning into The Struggle. If you have not subscribed to us, make sure you do that. Rate and review us on iTunes and tell somebody about The Struggle. You can find me at
You
Jokes by
better tell
Candice on social
You better
media
tell
and
you sack of shits out there
CandiceThompsonComedy.com.
listening. If you don't fucking tell, I'm so sorry. I was
We
trying to
try
get
not to
people.
threaten the guests, or not the guests, but the listeners.
But how
on
do you
the
tell
show.
them to?
I threaten the guests regularly. Brenda, where can everyone find
You
you?
can find me on Instagram at Brenda Colonna, and you can find Like Mind at I am of Like Mind on Instagram.
Awesome.
Chaz, one more time.
You
Where
can
can
find me
people
at home.
unfollow
You can unfollow me at Laugh at Chaz. Yeah, that's all I got.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so
Till
much.
next time, guys. Bye.